session. So, hello, hi, good evening, namaskar. This is your educator, Khushwant Fatnani, welcoming you all to the session. I have with me students of class 11th, and together we are preparing for physics for IIT JEE, that is JEE Advanced, JEE Mains, and NEET. So, welcoming Aanchal, Aliza, Aryan, Praveen, Ridhima, Ronit, Swarada, Tanisha, and Vasu. आज की क्लास में हम लोग फिजिक्स फॉर क्लास 11th देख रहे हैं. सो हियर विथ मी आई हैव स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ क्लास 11th शेयरिंग विथ यू ऑल द स्क्रीन once again, like we have been doing in the previous classes. So today we are going to take calorimetry, but before that, a quick insight into some of the questions that we have been seeing in the last class, or the concepts that we have been seeing in the last class. So as you all can see, this is the first one where we were told ki if there is a change in length of the pendulum, how does this impact the time period of the pendulum. So this is the formula. Once you all are done writing, everybody here on Zoom, do let me know with a raise of hand. Yes. Then we'll proceed ahead. Chalo. Over to you, dear learners. Yes. Once you all are done, kindly raise your hands so that we'll go ahead. Done, everyone? Okay. So Ronit and Vasu, please take a screenshot. I'm going to the next question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? Okay. So now the fundamental is, ध्यान से सुनना everybody. If a pendulum, ठीक है, let's take this as a question along with, हाँ, yes, बोलो बोलो. Anybody wants to say something? Yes. Once you all are done, kindly raise your hands so that we'll go ahead. It's my own voice. Done. Okay, it's my own voice. All right. So Rutik is saying a hi. Hello, Rutik. Hello. All right, chalo, great. I think now it's perfect. है ना? ठीक है. So where is it? हाँ. Here is the next question, everyone. Take this one. अगला सवाल है, हाँ. सो बिफोर आई प्रेजेंट द क्वेश्चन टू यू ऑल, अंडरस्टैंड दिस. अभी पेंडुलम कैसे काम करता है? सो सपोज अ पेंडुलम है ना, आई विल मेक द पेंडुलम हियर एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड ट्राई टू मेक श्योर दैट यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल फंडा दैट इज हैपनिंग ओवर हियर. सो इन केस नंबर 1, सपोज दिस इज द ओरिजिनल लेंथ ऑफ द पेंडुलम, नो एक्सपेंशन हैज हैपेंड येट. Suppose after this the pendulum ka length expands, I heat it and it expands to a larger length. Let's draw that here. Let's make the length like this. Okay? Now it expands to a new length. Suppose its original length was 1 meter and now its length has become say 1.5 meters. How much is the change, Aanchal? How much is the change? Has it increased or has it decreased? First step, first question. Increased. Do we know the formula? What is the formula? Formula is T is equal to 2 pi under root of L by G. Correct? This is the formula for time period. What is time period? Aanchal, time period क्या होता है?
Time taken to complete one oscillation.
One oscillation. Time period is the time taken to complete one oscillation. So one oscillation will be completed in this much time. So if I am increasing the length by heating the pendulum ka string, what will happen to the time that it will take? Now it will take more time to complete one oscillation or less time? Aanchal, if L increases, what will be the impact on time period?
It will increase.
It will increase because there is a direct proportionality. We all can see time period is directly proportional to root of L. So the fundamental that goes into understanding this entire concept comes from here or roots from here. This is the logic. This is the basic idea behind the all the questions which are based on this question. Understand it very properly. As soon as the length increases, the time period of each oscillation also increases. So suppose if initially the pendulum was taking 1 second for one oscillation. Suppose, let's just assume, okay? Let's just assume that it was taking 1 second for one oscillation. And now, suppose it will start taking, let's say its length becomes 4 times of its original value. So 4 times of its original value. So suppose length becomes 4 times. So Aanchal, tell me what will be the impact on time period? Will it become double or triple if the length becomes 4 times?
It will become double.
It will become double because the proportionality is on root. So when length becomes 4 times, you will observe that time period will become 2 times. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is what is happening. So initially if it was taking 1 second, how much will it take now?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. But we are still measuring that as 1 second, क्योंकि हमको क्या पता है, हमको अभी तक क्या पता था, what did we know that one oscillation takes how much? 1 second, right? So 2 seconds will pass, but what we will measure it still at 1 second.
One
है
oscillation.
ना अभी. So let's understand what drastic error this thing will bring into our measurements. I repeat, the original length of the pendulum was 1, suppose that amounts to a time period of 1 second. When I make the length of the pendulum 4 times, now the time that it will be taking is twice the initial, क्योंकि here the proportionality of time period is on root of L, and therefore when L becomes 4 times, t will become root of 4 times, which is root of 4 is 2 times. So now time period will be 2 times of the original value. So suppose we start measuring time. So pendulum is one of the older techniques that was used to measure time. तो हम कैसे measure करते थे? हम measure करते थे that if 1 second is passed or if one oscillation is done, then we used to say that 1 second is completed. This was our original measure. If 2 oscillations are completed, it means 2 seconds are completed from the original time that we have taken. But after the changes were made, this was before. After the length has increased, what will happen? Here, actually, so I'll write here one oscillation. When one oscillation will happen, actually, how much time will it take, Tanisha? How much time is it taking now, actually?
1 second.
No, actually, after expansion.
Oh, 2 seconds.
2 seconds. So now it is taking 2 seconds. One oscillation is taking 2 seconds. But what is that we are measuring? हम क्या measure कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमको क्या पता है एक oscillation में कितना होता है?
1 second.
हाँ. So what we are measuring is that it has actually 1 second has passed. Actually 2 seconds have gone. But our measurement का the basis has expanded or gone wrong.
Error
Now,
is of 1 second.
हाँ, error is of 1 second. अभी 2 सेकंड के बाद क्या होगा बताओ? टाइम एक्चुअली कितना बीत चुका होगा रियलिटी में?
4 seconds.
हाँ, so now 4 seconds are over. But what we will think 1
2
second.
seconds are.
So total of 2 seconds of time has gone. Now, so suppose after 3 oscillations have happened, what will we think?
6
much?
seconds.
No, what will we think?
We will think 3 seconds have passed.
3 seconds have passed, but actually how many seconds have passed?
6.
6 seconds. So every second we are actually lagging behind या increasing in time. क्या हो रहा है आंचल?
We are
lagging behind, right? क्योंकि हमारा measurement है t is equal to 3 seconds have passed. बस in reality t is equal to 6 seconds have passed. So we are actually losing time. हम time lose कर रहे हैं. समय हमसे ज़्यादा तेजी से जा रहा है. Reality is faster. Whereas what we are thinking that we are still on 3 seconds. So we become slower. That means we are losing time. So this is measurement. The person who is making the measurement is still thinking that just 3 seconds have passed. But in reality, 6 seconds have crossed or passed in the time. This is what is called losing time. आप समय को lose कर रहे हो. Losing time. Because the time is going away, but still you don't know that it is going away. This is called losing time. तो जैसे अगर आप, as you all can observe here, that every second you're losing a second. Every second, आप एक second पीछे होते जा रहे हो. In the first second you lost 1 second. Then again you lost 1 second. Then again 1 second. So after 3 seconds you have actually lost 3 seconds, right? So similarly, this phenomena will keep happening not for just 3 seconds, but for a minute, 2 minutes, hours together. एक दिन बीत चुका होगा, right? But you will still be thinking that just 12 hours have passed, or maybe just half a day has gone, something like that, है ना? So this is called losing of time. So the fundamental is there is this thing can be proved कि the time that you're losing, है ना? So suppose this is the time that you have lost, and this is the time in which you have lost this much time. मतलब suppose this is actual or the reality time. Suppose this is the real time of 24 hours. Suppose, okay? In 24 hours, I want to see how much time have I lost. मैंने अगर 1 second में, as you all just saw, in 3 seconds we have lost 3 seconds. We are still thinking that 3 seconds have passed, and in 6 seconds we are lost 3 seconds. यहाँ पे दोबारा देखता है. I think I blabbered a little. So here, have a look here. 6 seconds के अंदर we are still thinking that 3 seconds have passed, so we have lost the track of 3 seconds in this question until this time. अभी मुझे ऐसे ही calculate करना है. If I want to calculate after 24 hours how much time have I totally lost, मतलब मैं real दुनिया से कितना पीछे चल रहा हूं. What is the time that I have lost from the real world that can be calculated from here. So this is called the gain or loss of time. So अगर loss is happening on expansion of the wire, when will the gain happen, Aliza? When will the gain happen if the expansion is causing expansion of the wire, expansion of the string is causing the loss of time, expansion of string is causing the loss of time, तो हम time gain कब करेंगे Aliza?
Contraction of string.
So when in winters अगर वो pendulum का length will decrease, in winters when pendulum का length will decrease, so length decrease होने से time period will decrease, that means now the pendulum will become faster. The pendulum will become faster. Obviously now it will take less time for every oscillation, so it will complete one oscillation in 0.5 seconds, है ना? It will complete one oscillation in 0.5 seconds and we will think that 1 second is gone, right? So now we will start going ahead of time. Now we will start going ahead of time, and reverse happens when the length increases. If length increases, time period will increase and we will become slower. So you all can put this into your copies. Sometimes even objective questions are asked in the papers, so I'm putting this here for your reference, everybody, right? Quickly write this into your copies that this delta t, if suppose this is representing the loss or gain of time and this is the actual time, the reality time, then this is also given equal to how much time is the pendulum losing, that delta t upon delta t, which came as half alpha delta theta. So this is one very specific kind of question which you can find in your JEE ka paper, NEET ka paper, everywhere, right? In Olympiads, in school ka papers. Very simple application but very, very important. I will start from the first screen if anybody has missed, right? Yes, over to you everybody. If anybody wants to complete your notes, go ahead, quickly do it and we can go ahead with our calculations. So once you all are done, bring your hands down. Ronit ka hand is down. You can raise your hand, Ronit, once you are done. Yes, chalo. Quickly. Over to you, dear learners. Go ahead and let me know, sir, we are done. Sir, we are yet to go. Anything? Chalo. Alright, so Damini is saying hello. Rutik is saying hi. Hi, Damini. Hello, Rutik. Thank you, Rutik. Rutik informed me about the voice ka issue. Thank you, Rutik, for the same notification. Yes, chalo, everybody, once you all are done, let me know by bringing your hands down. Okay, Ronit has completed. Aanchal, are you done? I'm going to the next page. Yes. Everybody, please take a quick reference from here. Moving to the next page. Yes. Okay. Now this one. Ye second part. Please complete it and raise your hands again. Let's go to the next one. Everybody, come on. Raise your hands once this part is there. This is a quick summary or calculation how to understand, are we moving behind in time or are we going ahead. Exam में इतना रटने की जरूरत नहीं है. What you need to remember is the thing that I have written in the yellow bracket and of course the formula. ये वाला formula, right? And the thing in the yellow bracket. This is all that you need to remember. This is just for theoretical explanation and clarity. Everything that I explained to you until now. Yes, come on. Jesse, once you all are done, raise your hands, right? Okay, great. Tanisha has completed. Swarada, okay, superb. Aliza, Ronit, Aryan has completed. Ridhima has completed. How about Aanchal and Vasu? Yes, jaldi se get done with this. I'll go to the next screen. I'll go for a reverse counter. 5. Okay, done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes. So on these are the only two things that you all basically need to remember. Rest you all will learn with time. Okay. So yeah, chalo. This is the gain or loss of time. How much time is being lost? Let's solve one more question for your clarity. Yes. Once you all are done, bring your hands down. Okay. Tanisha, Swarada, Aliza, Ronit, Aryan, Vasu, Aanchal, Ridhima, everybody. Come on, quickly. Bring your hands down once this is there in your copy. Please put this into a bracket and write there, remember. है ना? This is something that we all need to keep in mind before we move to our exam halls. ठीक है? Exam hall से पहले ये देखना. Okay, Rutik has also written. How about the others here? Yes, हो गया सबका? Everybody done? चलो. Alright, bring your hands down. Okay, Aliza has completed. Aanchal, Ridhima, Ronit, Tanisha, super. Moving to the next part. ठीक है. 5. I'll go for a reverse counter. Take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ठीक है. चलो. Here is the question coming up. Suppose you have a pendulum for which alpha value is given to you. Alpha value is given to you as 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 per Kelvin or per degree Celsius. ठीक है, per Kelvin or per degree Celsius. Then they are also giving you that you are heating the pendulum by 2 degrees Celsius. How much? Or let's take 20. 2 is very small. Let's take by 20 degrees Celsius. You have heated the pendulum. Now what will be the loss or gain of time? Loss or gain of time in 24 hours. In 24 hours. Sure. I'll put the options here. Get ready for the poll. Everyone. I'll put the options here. Get ready for the poll. Yes, go ahead everyone. We'll quickly put the options here. Should not take more than 15 seconds, so please be ready. Raise your hands once you are ready for the poll, okay? Everybody. Chalo, fatafat, quick. Okay, so here are your options on the screen. Everyone, get ready. Your options are like this. So have you gained 1.2 hours? Gained 1.2 hours. Lost 1.2 hours. Or lost 2.4 hours or none of these. ठीक है? So in reality, we do not use HRS, we use just H. ठीक है? H means hours here. ठीक है? Alright. Yes, chalo. Go ahead. I'll start with the poll. Everybody. One second. The poll is not coming up. You all can send me your answers by chat. Yes, everyone. Chalo. You all can send me your answers by chat. I'm having a look. Yes, everybody. Chalo. Poll is right now not working for some reason. Yes, chalo jaldi se everybody. Sent everybody. Let's take the answer. सबने भेजा. Raise your hands if you are done sending me the answers. Tanisha is sent. Ridhima, Achal and Aliza, Aryan. Okay. How about the others? Ronit, jaldi se. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chalo. Right. So let us take the answers with Tanisha. Tanisha, what do you think is the answer? So I think I'll read
A.
out the answers. Okay, so I'll read out the answers, right? So, So Aliza says option number C is correct. Okay. Aryan says A is correct. Vidhima says B. Tanisha says A. Achal says B. So a wide variation of answers. Ronit, Vasu and Swarada have not answered altogether. Arey, aise kaise bhai, kyun? Okay, so there are different students saying different answers are possible. Let us see which one is possible and how. ठीक है, चलो. अभी what's the formula? Let's take this with Aliza. Aliza, what's the formula for loss or gain of time? एक बार बताओ तो. Delta T by T is
by T equal to alpha del T by 2.
theta. Correct? चलो,
Yes.
अभी this is the loss or gain of time. Tell me what will happen when we are increasing the temperature. When we are increasing the temperature by the
That will become slow.
increase of temperature, length increases or decreases?
Increases.
Length increases. If length increases, that means time period increases. That means the clock will become slower. That means we will lose time, correct? The loss
Yes.
of time is taking place. So now the loss of time is taking place over here. So we cannot have option number A as the correct answer. Correct? One thing is very clear.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
eliminate A. Then next pointer, let's find out how many hours. So delta T will be T times of half alpha delta theta. What is the total time that we have in hand?
24 hours.
24 hours. So instead of T, let's put 24 into 1 by 2. What is the alpha value given?
5 into 10 to the power minus 3.
5 into 10 to the power minus 3. What is the change of temperature?
20 degrees.
20 degrees. Let's put all of it here. We will have kitna? Let us see. 2 ones are, 2 tens are. है ना?
24 into 50 into 10 to the power minus 3.
Put it. देखो कितना आता है. So 240 है ना? 240 into 5. And then we have, let's put 2.
1200 into 10 to the power minus 3.
देखो, so we have 120 into 10 to the power minus 2, which is equal to 1.2 hours. Correct? इतना इसका क्या हुआ? 1.2 hours का loss हुआ.
Loss.
Correct answer is option number B. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, everybody there here on Zoom, let me know if this logic or approach is clear. I'll repeat again. Meanwhile, you're writing this down in your copies. ठीक है, ध्यान से सुनना. If anybody has not understood, please listen to it before you write it down. See, fundamental is we know कि loss of time or the fraction of time lost is given by delta t, or the time lost by the original time is equal to half alpha delta theta. Alpha and delta theta were given to you. This was a clear case of substitution. The original or the total time that we need to take is 24 hours. 24 hours के अंदर कितना time loss होगा, that will be given by delta t is equal to 24 into alpha value into delta theta. Simple substitution which results into 1.2. कितने लोगों को clear है? How many of you are clear? Simple substitution का case into the formula. Raise your hands if you all are clear. Yes, ask me if there is any doubt that you all want to discuss. चलो, everybody. Yes.
और सर इस केस में अगर डेल थीटा की वैल्यू नेगेटिव होती तो वो गेन ऑफ टाइम हो जाता ना.
हाँ, उसको अपन गेन ऑफ टाइम कहते हैं. करेक्ट, ये लॉस ऑफ टाइम है. बिल्कुल करेक्ट. लेकिन अपन उसको जनरली नेगेटिव नहीं बोलेंगे. तुम उसको इंक्रीज या डिक्रीज ही लेके चलो, वरना वो प्लस माइनस से दिक्कत आ सकती है. ठीक है?
हाँ सर, ठीक है.
यस. हाँ, मतलब क्योंकि वो माइनस हो जाएगा तो तुम सोचोगे वो लॉस होना चाहिए, जबकि वो एक्चुअली गेन है ना. तो इसीलिए रादर देन गोइंग फॉर प्लस एंड माइनस, वो कॉन्सेप्ट को याद रखो कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है, इंक्रीज लिख देते हैं अपन, यहाँ से प्लस हटा देते हैं. ठीक है, चलो. यस, आई होप एवरीबडी इज डन. वंस यू ऑल आर डन, लेट मी नो. सबका हो गया लिखना? ऑलराइट. आर्यन, कोई डाउट है? यस आर्यन, प्लीज लेट मी नो.
No, sir.
चलो, देन लेट्स प्रोसीड टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, सो So let's move on to the next one, everyone. Good. Everybody, superb. Abhi now, let's understand some more fundamentals in calorimetry. क्या होता है calorimetry? How does it work? We are understanding that in today's session. What has happened? Okay, I think I've... Oh, 1 minute. Okay, just a second. So we'll do all of this later. Let it be. Write the heading calorimetry into your copies. Heading लिखना अपनी copies में calorimetry. Yes, everybody, kindly write the heading calorimetry. अब क्या होता है कैलोरीमेट्री? व्हाट इज कैलोरीमेट्री? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. सो दिस इज दैट साइंस ऑफ that branch of science that deals with the measuring of specific heat capacity. In fact, calorimeter is a device you must have heard about it. There is a very famous name. It's called bomb calorimeter. उसका use होता है, it's utilized in order to measure specific heat capacity. क्या होती है specific heat capacity? Let's see that here on the screen, everybody. ठीक है? So first fundamental that we all need to understand. We all know this one fact for sure कि कभी भी whenever there is heat exchange, it will always take from a body at high temperature to a body at low temperature. Let us assume there are two bodies A and B with temperatures as T1 and T2. So only if temperature of T1 is greater than T2, then the heat flow will take place from 1 to 2. This fundamental we all are aware with. Now coming to step number 2. The step number 2 is when scientists were making a research or understanding the insights into how does heat transfer take place because of change of temperature, or what happens to a substance when the heat transfer is taking place, they came to this conclusion. And what was the conclusion? Suppose I have a body, ठीक है, and this body is losing heat. This body is losing heat. Suppose its original temperature was Ti or T initial. Let's write this as Ti. This body is losing heat and its temperature becomes T final. Now, on loss of heat that has happened from the body, अभी suppose the change of temperature of the same body, उसी body का अगर change of temperature is say represented by delta T, which is final temperature minus initial temperature, we will say the heat that has been lost by the body is generally represented by the letter Q, or sometimes they also represented by the letter delta Q. One and the same here, it's given by M into C into delta T, where M is the mass of the body. ठीक है, M is the mass of the body. What's the meaning? We'll understand that. ठीक है, उसी तरह से we have delta T is the change of temperature, we have already seen. C is the variable, new variable that comes into play. This is one of the major variables in this entire concept of calorimetry. This is called specific heat capacity. इसी को कई किताबों में specific heat भी लिखा जाता है. This is also written as specific heat in many books. You all will write specific heat capacity, है ना? Take a screenshot, everybody, once you all are done writing, and let me know, or we'll go from the first sheet. Once you all are done, you all can raise your hands. ठीक है, चलो, everybody. Yes, over to you, all of you. Take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ठीक है, this is just for the screenshot. Now you can write. This is the major part. ठीक है, everybody will write this down. ये क्या होता है इसको समझते हैं, right? So specific heat capacity is basically the measure of how much heat is required by any body so that we can have a rise of temperature in that body. We'll understand that with an example. First, everybody, please quickly complete this in your copies, and then let me know by signaling, by bringing your hands down. अपने हाथ नीचे ले आना, फिर we'll talk more about it. इसके ऊपर अच्छे से समझते हैं कि specific heat capacity होती क्या है, क्यों इसका use होता है. Let's understand that. Once you all are done, let me know by bringing your hands down. Aliza has completed. Okay. Yes, जितना भी स्क्रीन पे आपकी कॉपी में हो, let that get into your copies. Once you all are done, let me know. We'll talk more about it. Okay, great, superb. चलो जल्दी से. Yes. Done. Okay, Aryan has completed. Tanisha, Aliza, good. Others also. Bring your hands down. जैसे हो जाता, जल्दी से draw 2 boxes. This is suppose at t is equal to 0. Suppose this is at t is equal to 0. ठीक है, and suppose this is at t is equal to t. अच्छा, there is a term called power. How many of you know what is power? Raise your hands तो. How many of you know power क्या होता है in terms of heat? देखूं from your class 9, 10th knowledge. Vasu knows it. Tell me, Vasu, what is power? हाँ बोलो. Power is, formula for power is,
Hello, sir.
हाँ. Try. Yes, Vasu. Formula for power is.
P is equal to E. Power is equal to work done by time.
Very good, superb. So amount of heat that is being discharged from any given, say you have a heater, ठीक है? We all use heaters in winter season, है ना? Or geysers. Suppose you have a geyser, ठीक है? A coil which has been immersed in a bucket, ठीक है, और इस बकेट के अंदर वी हैव सम वाटर विच इज बीइंग हीटेड. तो अभी सपोज द पावर ऑफ द हीटर, यू विल सी कुछ मार्किंग होती है. सपोज द पावर ऑफ द हीटर इज गिवन एज say we will give it a random value, say 20 watt का power is there. ठीक है, 20 watt का power is there. What is the meaning of 20 watt? So watt is the SI unit for power. As Vasu just helped us all revise, we all have learned this in our childhood that power is nothing but, and we have also done this in class 11th in work, energy and power. Power is rate of doing work. Power is rate of doing work, and rate का general meaning is divided by time. So work per unit time is power. इसका unit is watt, है ना, and work का unit is joule, time का unit is second. So when I say 20 watt, इसका meaning क्या है? इसका meaning is the amount of heat exchange that is taking place between that coil, है ना, the amount of heat exchange that is taking place between the coil and its surrounding is 20 joules per second. मतलब प्रति सेकेंड ये कॉइल अपने में से 20 जूल का हीट एमिट कर रहा है. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ पावर. आई होप यू ऑल गेट दिस नोशन. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गेट दिस आइडिया इन योर माइंड? आई विल फर्स्ट पुट ऑल हैंड्स डाउन. इफ दिस इज क्लियर, क्विकली रेज योर हैंड्स. कितने लोगों को पावर का कॉन्सेप्ट रिवाइज हो गया? बिकॉज नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू मेक यू ऑल प्रैक्टिस सम क्वेश्चंस. इफ यू ऑल आर क्लियर तभी कर पाओगे, इसीलिए लेट मी नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर क्लियर. आंचल, वासु, आर्यन, Tanisha, Aliza and Ronit say they are clear. How about you, Ridhima and Swarda? If you're clear, can I have a quick raise of hands? If raise of hands is not working, just put on your mic and say, yes sir, we are clear. Over to you, Swarda. Are you clear on this?
So can you repeat the last sentence you said about watts and joules?
हाँ, देखो मैंने ये बताया कि अभी 1 watt is 1 joule per second. इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ कि प्रति सेकेंड 1 जूल का हीट एक्सचेंज हो रहा है. क्या कहा मैंने? प्रति सेकेंड 1 जूल का हीट एक्सचेंज हो रहा है. मतलब हर सेकेंड में 20 जूल का हीट इज बीइंग रिलीज्ड बाय दैट कॉइल. इज दिस क्लियर नाउ?
Okay, sir, got it.
When I say कि when I say कि my geyser का power is 20 watt, it means 1 सेकेंड में 20 जूल का heat is being emitted by it. Get the idea?
Yes, yes, got it. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. चलो लिख लो everybody. So when I say 20 watt means 20 joules of heat exchange is taking place in per second. Yeah, in 1 second. 20 joule of heat exchange between that coil and the surrounding is taking place in 1 second. है ना? In 1 second. This is the meaning of 20 watt or 20 watts. Take a screenshot or write this down. Once you all are done writing, bring your hands down. चलो everybody, come on. जैसे ही हो जाता है, bring your hands down. है ना? Over to you, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done? चलो अभी let's have some questions and let's understand ये specific heat capacity क्या होता है. ठीक है, taking you deeper into what is specific heat capacity. Suppose I have 2 substances, say A and B, and their specific heat capacity. अभी what's the unit? Let's take this as a question. है ना, let's take this as a unit का question. फिर let's discuss more about it. So what is the formula? Let's take this with Ridhima once again. Q कितना था? Q is equal to MC into delta T. Correct? यहाँ से मुझे बताना Ridhima, what will be the formula for C? Yes, बोलो. Q by M into delta T. Am I correct? Ridhima, चलो. Once we are clear that C का formula is Q by M into delta T, I ask you all, tell me what is the C का SI unit, है ना, SI unit for specific heat capacity. चलो, SI unit for specific heat capacity. Let's take this as a question from the definition that we have seen here on the screen, and then let's proceed. Joule per mole per Kelvin, joule per kg per degree Celsius, joule per gram or joule per degree Celsius. For now, for this session, poll is not working for some reason, so you all can send your answers via a quick chat. Yes, you all will have 10 seconds for the same. Yes, chalo, jaldi se. Quickly, see this formula and send me the unit of C. Over to you, everybody. Okay, great. So, I can see Tanisha has sent the answer, or who is it? Aryan, Aliza has sent, Aryan has sent. Okay, Ridhima has sent, Tanisha has also sent the answer. No, I think I'll just see. हाँ, okay, हाँ, चलो everybody, जल्दी से Aryan, Tanisha, Aliza, very good. है ना, most of you have been able to answer. चलो let's take this with Aryan. Aryan explain करो why is answer number B the correct answer. Yes Aryan, बताओ समझाओ सबको. हाँ, C is equal to
C is equal to Q by M delta T.
ठीक है, Q का यूनिट इज
Joule.
जूल क्योंकि दैट इज हीट, M का यूनिट इज SI यूनिट इज
kg.
kg बिकॉज दिस इज मास एंड डेल्टा T इज फॉर
Degree Celsius.
टेम्परेचर, और टेम्परेचर का यूनिट वी नो इज डिग्री सेल्सियस. इसीलिए अच्छा दिस कैन बी पर केल्विन ऑल्सो, ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज चेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर. तो आर्यन चेंज ऑफ 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच केल्विन का
20
चेंज?
Kelvin.
20 Kelvin. इसीलिए because this is change of temperature, even if you replace this degree Celsius by degree Kelvin, it would not mean a lot. ठीक है, it is one and the same because we all have learned this कि 20 degree Celsius का change, ठीक है, और 20 Kelvin का change is same as 20 degree Celsius का change. We all have seen this when we were doing the concept of scales. Everybody put this into your notes. Let's understand more about specific heat capacity. Once you all are done, let me know by bringing your hands in the raised position. Over to you, dear learners. Quickly put this down into your copies and let me know so that we can discuss more about heat, specific heat capacity, power and questions based on the same. Huh. So Aryan has completed, so has Tanisha, Swarada, Achal. Very good. Chalo, chalo, everybody. Come on, quickly. Once you all are done, let me know. Done? Done, 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 done. Okay. Done, everybody? Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. अभी इसको समझते हैं, ठीक है. चलो, suppose you have, let's develop some insight into it, है ना. Let's develop some insight into how does specific heat capacity का concept work. Suppose I have two substances with one का specific heat capacity as 1 joule per kg, है ना, per Kelvin, and the other one has specific heat capacity say 3 joule per kg per Kelvin. Now, when you have two substances A and B with different heat capacities, इसका meaning क्या है? We'll see the formula once again. Specific heat capacity is equal to heat per unit mass per unit change of temperature. Meaning क्या है? अभी if I have two substances जिसके लिए for one of them the value for specific heat capacity is higher, इसका मतलब क्या है? If C value is higher or large, it means that more amount of heat needs to be given to very less amount of substance or less mass of the substance for a very small degree change in temperature. मतलब अगर मुझे मान लो सिर्फ 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस से भी टेम्परेचर बढ़ाना है, even if I have to increase the temperature, even if I have to increase the temperature by a very small amount, still a very large amount of heat will be required. मैं दोबारा कहता हूँ everybody. Suppose here H represents high and L represents low. ठीक है, L represents low. So when I have a high specific heat capacity, it basically implies large amount of heat or high amount of heat needs to be given to that substance, even if its quantity is very small, very low amount, उसका mass भले बहुत कम हो, ठीक है, उसका टेम्परेचर का राइज भी हमको बहुत कम करना हो. फॉर अ वेरी स्मॉल राइज ऑफ टेम्परेचर ऑल्सो लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ हीट नीड्स टू बी गिवन टू द सब्सटेंस. ऐसे सब्सटेंस की स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी विल बी हायर, राइट. सो फर्स्ट पुट दिस डाउन इनटू योर कॉपीज एवरीबॉडी. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ हाई स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी? हाई स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी मींस लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ हीट, लार्ज और हाई, ठीक है, हाई हीट कंटेंट नीड्स टू बी गिवन, हाई हीट content or high heat amount needs to be supplied and a must be supplied is needed for a small mass for a little rise in temperature. मतलब बहुत थोड़े से भी टेम्परेचर बढ़ाना हो, for a little rise in temperature. ठीक है, and why did I say this? Because you all can clearly understand high in both of these because directly proportional and low here because inversely proportional. C is inversely proportional to mass, C is inversely proportional to delta T, whereas C is directly proportional to Q. ये logic I hope is setting into our minds कि यहाँ पर what does the concept of specific heat means. अभी suppose वैसे अगर किसी substance के लिए for the given substance suppose the C value is low, C value अगर low हो जाती है, कम है सपोज, ठीक है, इट्स लो. सो व्हाट डज दैट मीन? सो लो सी वैल्यू मीन्स दिस, ठीक है. आई विल राइट दिस विद अ वॉयलेट कलर हियर ओनली. इट मीन्स दैट आई विल राइट एल हियर, हाई high here and a L here. It means that if the specific heat capacity is low, इसका मतलब बहुत कम heat के साथ भी, even with a very small amount of heat and even for a very large mass of that substance, right, a large temperature change will take place. अगर मैंने थोड़ी सी भी heat supply कर दी, for even with a very small quantity of heat, टेम्परेचर का चेंज बहुत ज्यादा होगा, राइट, इफ द स्पेसिफिक हीट कैपेसिटी इज लो. आई विल रिपीट दिस, एवरीबडी अंडरस्टैंड. यहां पे आई होप यू ऑल आर गेटिंग दिस लॉजिक. व्हाई एम आई राइटिंग एल एल ऑन बोथ साइड्स? बिकॉज C and Q का there is direct proportionality, C and M का there is inverse proportionality, C and delta T का there is inverse proportionality. इसका meaning we all have to understand. The meaning is whenever there is low specific heat capacity substance, इसका meaning है that for using very less amount of heat, LL, see here, using very less amount of heat, है ना, large temperature change can take place for large mass. Large temperature change can take place with large mass. So this is the idea that we all need to perceive and understand, that what is happening when the specific heat capacity is low and what is happening when specific heat capacity is high. High specific heat capacity मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा heat देनी पड़ेगी. You will have to give a large amount of heat to that substance. Still the mass, and that too to a very small amount. Very small amount को large heat needs to be given, and that too very small temperature change will take place. This is called high specific heat capacity. And low specific heat capacity means आपने थोड़ा सा भी heat दिया, you gave even small amount of heat to a very large mass or to a very high mass, you will see that there is a large change of temperature. कितने लोगों को ये logic clear है? How many of you are clear with this concept? Kindly bring your hands down. Yes, this understanding was very important, and that is why I made you all write this. Chalo, let's solve some more questions on this once you all are done. Everybody kindly bring your hands down once everybody has written this. So Aanchal, Aliza, Ridhima, Tanisha, Vasu have written it. Okay, Ronit and Swarada are remaining to go. Yes, once you are done, Ronit and Swarada, bring your hands down. Let's solve some questions. Yes, we all have 13 minutes. Let's take some time and understand.
Sir,
बोलिए.
sir,
Let's
unlike alpha, it is not constant, right? सब change हो रहा तो ये भी change हो जाएगा साथ में, नहीं?
नहीं, this is also a property of the substance. We are about to write it here. लिखते हैं अभी उसको. Specific heat capacity is the property of the substance. Temperature के साथ बदलता है, but it is with a very large change in temperature. Generally, it is assumed to be constant. Alisa, yes, चलो लिख लो. अगला point, everybody will write this. Like alpha, ठीक है? Like alpha, C is the property of the substance. C is the property of a substance. Property of a substance which is generally assumed to be constant. Yes, which is generally assumed to be constant. Yes, or everybody will write this in their copies. So for example, take an example. For example, water has specific heat capacity, और water का C value, ठीक है, C value for water, C for H2O or water, it is also sometimes written as CW, है ना. C for water is 1 gram, है ना, 1 gram or 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Everyone will write this, 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius, है ना, everyone? Yes. So in fact, 1 calorie is also a unit of heat. Calorie is also a unit of heat. This is key pointer or bonus pointer you all can write. So one bonus tip, ठीक है, fun. Let's take one more bonus step. Next bonus step is what is calorie, ठीक है. So in many books they will define calorie as, क्या होता है calorie? Calorie is a unit of heat. Calorie is a unit of heat. Calorie एक heat का unit है, ठीक है, unit of heat, just like joules, ठीक है, and ergs, the unit of heat. So or work, ठीक है. तो what is 1 calorie? 1 calorie is the amount of heat which is required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. मतलब इसी से via this definition is how calorie is defined. I repeat, ठीक है, 1 calorie is also defined as 1 calorie, ठीक है, और 1 cal is also defined as the amount of heat which is required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance, raise temperature of 1 gram of a substance through 1 degree Celsius, of a substance through 1 degree Celsius, है ना. This is how we define specific heat capacity as 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. ये meaning है. Let's take a question. चलो, everybody get done with this. We'll take some questions so that you all get a better idea of the concept. ये लिख लिया सभी ने? Everybody, are you all done writing? Bring your hands in the raised position once these 2 bonus tips are there in your copies. जैसे ये bonus tip लिख लो, kindly let's proceed. Bring your hands in the raised position. थोड़े questions practice करते हैं. चलो, everybody. Aanchal has done writing. Aliza, okay, good. Aanchal, okay. Aliza, Aryan, Makesh, and Ridhima is completed. Good. Ronit, Swarda, Tanisha, Vasu, kindly let me know. Okay, Tanisha and Swarda have also completed. So has Makesh. Good. Makesh, today you came too early. How come? Why did you come so early, Makesh, today? What is
Sir,
happening?
I forgot. Like I had written test tomorrow, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Do complete, whatever part is remaining. Makesh, do you complete the notes, or do you complete your copy whenever you miss the class, Makesh, for any reason? Honest answer. Everybody, come on, quickly raise your hands. Yes, Aliza, Aryan, quickly. Makesh, do you complete your notes whenever you leave a class?
Sometimes I forget, sir.
Sometimes you forget. Okay, how many classes are remaining?
I suppose 1 class.
Okay. When are you planning to submit the assignments, Makesh?
So I will submit at times, sir.
By when? Remaining assignments.
So I couldn't promise the correct time, sir.
Okay, chalo. At least in the next 1 month, Makesh,
Yes, sir.
or next year. Makesh. Next 1 month, pakka, by February end.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll look forward to your submissions, Makesh. Chalo, everybody, I hope everybody is done. Aryan, completed? हो गया? आगे बढ़े?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. Everybody, write this question into your copy. Suppose you are being told, है ना? You're being told that you take. अच्छा, also write the conversion if you all want. Bonus tip number 3. 1 calorie is 4.186 joules. 4.186 joules. It is also sometimes written as 4.2 joules for the sake of convenience. Kabhi nearly or approximately, you can also write 1 calorie as 4.2 joules for the sake of convenience. This is the conversion. I hope you all know. Also, how many of you know the conversion from joule to erg? Aanchal, पता है क्या joule का erg में क्या conversion होता है? Yes, Aanchal, बताओ.
10 to the power minus.
सोच के एकदम ऐसे ही नहीं. आता है तो ही बोलना, ऐसे नहीं. फिर वही याद हो जाता है बच्चों को. आई हैव सीन दिस. एक बार एक बच्चे ने गड़बड़ आंसर दिया, फिर पूरी क्लास वही 4 बार बोलती है. एनीबडी हु श्योरली नोज दिस, यू कैन ओपन. यू नो श्योर? 10 power 7 और 10 power 5?
10 power 7.
7.
गुड लिख लो. अरे वाह, रिधिमा, आर्यन, एवरीबडी, इतने सारे बच्चों को पता है. क्या बात है. इसको लिख लो एवरीबडी. दीज आर यूनिट्स ऑफ हीट. ठीक है एवरीवन, चलो लिखो. यस, दीज आर यूनिट्स ऑफ हीट. हो गया सबका? डन वर्क. आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. डन. चलो, बोनस टिप नंबर 3 रिटन इन योर कॉपीज. हियर इज योर क्वेश्चन कमिंग अप. टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. 5 4 3 2 1. ठीक है. The question says that you have a bucket full of water. ठीक है. You have a bucket which is full of water. So in this bucket you are putting a heating element or heating coil. तुमने पानी गर्म करने के लिए यहाँ कुछ रखा. So suppose the amount of water that you're putting into it is 500 grams suppose, or suppose let's take 500 grams is the amount of what happened? Suppose the amount of water that you're putting into it is 500 grams. Okay. You supply a heat of, or the heating element has a power of 8.4 watts है ना, its power is 8.4 watt. ठीक है. Then next part you are being told, you know water का specific heat capacity is how much. Let's take this with Ronit. Ronit बताओ water का specific heat capacity कितना होता है? 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius है ना. Yes Ronit. चलो. Then question says कि what will be the time taken, what is the time required for temperature to go from, what is the time required for temperature to go from 20 degree Celsius to 40 degree Celsius है ना. I'll repeat the question सब लोगों के लिए. You have a heating coil, ठीक है, which is placed into water. Water का amount is 500 grams. अभी we know specific heat capacity for water is 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. I want to calculate कितना time लगेगा for the rise of temperature of the water to have go from 20 to 40 degree Celsius. क्या करेंगे concept? Can we discuss this with Tanisha? Tanisha, what do you think? How should you go ahead with the question? I'll write down the options here meanwhile. Huh.
So I think firstly we'll calculate heat.
Firstly, we
Power is
हाँ बोलो. Power is given by
work done upon del T.
Okay, work done upon the time taken. Okay, then
And we need to find out del T, so we'll make it as a subject and put the values.
work by power. ठीक है. So what is the power given to us?
Power is given as 8.4 watt.
8.4 watt. What does 1 watt mean?
1 joule
1 joule per
second.
second. So which means that 8.4 watt 8.4 watt would mean how much joules per second? 4.8 joules 8.4 joules per second, correct? Tanisha?
Yes.
8.4 joules per second. Suppose I want to convert into calorie. तो मुझे बताना what's the concept of calorie that we know कि 4.2 joules is equal to 1 calorie, correct? इसका मतलब 8.4 joule will mean how much calories?
8.4 by 4.2.
Tell me how much does it come?
2.
2. इसका मतलब this can also be written as 2 calorie per second, correct, Tanisha?
Yes.
So the amount of power that this coil delivers is 2 calorie. 2 calories deliver करता in every second. In every 1 second, 2 calorie का heat goes into water. This is the meaning of 8.4 watts. How many of you are clear with this concept? कितनों को ये concept समझ में आया कि what does 8.4 watt का power of the coil mean? It means that in every 1 second, 2 calorie का heat is being supplied to the water in which this coil is immersed. Bring your hands in the down ka position if you all are clear with this concept. Yes, Ridhima, you can raise your hands if you're clear. Over to you everybody. कितनों को ये बात समझ में है? How many of you are clear with this concept? जल्दी से. Simple pointer, but I want to know if everybody is clear. Yes, bring your hands down if you're clear. Ronit, is this clear? पूछो अगर कोई doubt हो तो. Yes, Ronit. Clear है? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Yogesh is joining us via session. Hello, Yogesh. Harsh is saying, okay, hi Harsh, welcome to the session. Chalo, good. Abhi, everybody, here we are coming to the next pointer. ठीक है? Next pointer. Just a second. Okay. My screen has stuck. In a second. Just a second. हाँ, now it works. ठीक है. So Harsh, of course, it is a very good score. Do go ahead for your counseling, and you will get to know more about your rankings available in many colleges. So one of the students, Harsh, is asking, sir, 598, is it a good score? It's a fairly good score. You can get you might get depending upon the competition this year or the cutoffs this year. I've not seen the cutoffs कैसे या क्या रहे हैं, Harsh, right? So what I will suggest is go for your counseling. आपके दोस्तों से पूछो if there are any of your seniors who are there into this stream right now. See if you can apply to some good colleges in Bangalore or in Karnataka. You know, one of my friends' sister, you know, she just took admission into one of the very good colleges in Karnataka last year. I think her score was around this only. So Harsh, I think it's a good score, might help you. तो कर्नाटक के कॉलेजेस का कट ऑफ चेक करो ऑन द इंटरनेट लास्ट ईयर का, एंड अकॉर्डिंगली गो फॉर द काउंसलिंग. ठीक है, चलो. अरे समथिंग हैज हैपेंड टू माय स्क्रीन हियर, आई विल गेट इट बैक, एक मिनट. सो यहाँ पे वी ऑल नो दिस सब्सटीट्यूशन दैट आई एम डूइंग इट हियर. ठीक है, यस 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 यस. सो गेटिंग बैक टू द क्वेश्चन सेड दैट हमारे पास we have a coil which is being inserted into a bucket of water, and in the question we are being told calculate the value of time that it will take to heat the water. ठीक है, by how much? By 20 degrees Celsius, because change of 20 to 40 would mean 20. ठीक है, so generally I'll take questions, Harsh, towards the end of the class. ठीक है, because अभी I'm in the between of the class, so my entire focus is with the students. We'll talk about more questions towards the end. ठीक है Harsh, okay, bye Harsh. Yes, चलो everybody, let's have a quick further insight. तो यहाँ पे we will have 2 calorie per second. Everybody go ahead with your work. Calculate what is the heat amount required. Yes, for 500 grams. यहाँ पे heat amount डालो. Calculate the time. I'll write down the options here meanwhile. Yes, चलो everybody. चलो everybody quickly. Okay, so here are your options on the screen, everybody. है ना, get ready. Here are your options. Options are 9 minutes, 90 minutes, 900 minutes और 9000 minutes. ठीक है, you have to calculate time nearly. ठीक है, approximately how much time will be required for the 500 grams of water to get heated up if these are the parameters. Substitute the values here and get the answers. Chalo, yes, send me your answers. You all will have 30 seconds to go. Chalo, everybody, yes, karo calculation. I hope everybody can get the answers. Yes, karo, you all can do it. Karo koshish. Yes, Anirban is saying next day which topic? For now to calorimetry, and after this I'll have a discussion with the students. Most of them are saying rotation, so probably rotation is the coming topic. Anirban, ठीक है, चलो. Yes, everybody here, हुआ सबका? Send me your answers जल्दी से. 15 seconds, almost done. Yes, so Achal has given the answer. Aliza, Tanisha, good. Many of you are correct. Good. Okay, chalo. I'll go for a reverse counter of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, समय सीमा समाप्त होती है. We are ending with the time here. Let's discuss this question. चलो, अभी we all have understood this one fact. चलो, everybody quickly. Let's take a quick look into the question. We all just described that power is equal to amount of heat required, है ना, by water upon time taken. We want to calculate this time. So T is equal to heat required by power. Abhi we know that heat is equal to mc delta T, where m is the amount of mass, amount of water, c is the specific heat capacity of water, delta T is the change of temperature. Let's take this with Ridhima. Chalo. Or what is P? P is the power of the geyser जो आपने लिया हुआ है, right? That heating coil. So अभी what are the values? Let's substitute. कितने grams of water है? 500 grams, correct? Ridhima, what is the
Yes,
specific heat capacity of water that we know? 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. Yes, तो यहाँ लिख देते हैं 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. What is the temperature का change that we are bringing if the coil is heated from 20 to 40? Ridhima, हाँ बोलो 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 Ridhima.
यस सर मैं 1 ही बोल रही थी
20, करेक्ट, क्योंकि तुम 20 से 40 लेकर गए. सो चेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर इज बाय 20, करेक्ट रिधिमा? यस. और कितना पावर है? पावर हमने देखा इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन एज 8.4 या कितना था, 4.8 था, कितना था, 8.4 वॉट्स, विच इज नथिंग बट
8.2
है ना 2 कैलोरी पर सेकेंड. यस, तो यहाँ डाल दिया 2 कैलोरी पर सेकेंड. अब कैंसलेशंस करते हैं सबसे पहले यूनिट की. लेट अस चेक. तो लेट अस हैव कैलकुलेशंस ऑफ द कैंसलेशंस ऑफ द यूनिट. देखो ग्राम पर ग्राम, कैलोरी कैलोरी, है ना. अभी दिस वाज डिग्री सेल्सियस पर डिग्री सेल्सियस, तो ये भी कटा. नीचे पर सेकेंड विच गोज इन द न्यूमरेटर एंड बिकम्स सेकेंड्स. तो जो भी आंसर आने वाला है वो सेकेंड्स में आने वाला है, करेक्ट रिधिमा? यस. ये 2 and 2 विल ऑल्सो गेट कैंसल्ड. यहाँ पर देखो एक 2 बच गया, मतलब यहाँ पे 10 आ जाएगा. 500 into 10 इज हाउ मच? 5000. करेक्ट. इसको मिनट में कैसे कन्वर्ट करोगे रिधिमा? मल्टीप्लाई बाय 60 या डिवाइडेड बाय 60?
डिवाइड बाय 60
डिवाइड बाय 60. सो 5000 by 60 मिनट्स. इसको नियरली करते हैं, कैलकुलेट.
83.3
हाँ, 250 by 3, करेक्ट. देखो यस. अभी 3 6 अभी कितना होता है? 3 8 जा 24, है ना. यस, यहाँ 1 आ जाता है. 3 3 जा 9, राइट. सो 83.33 ऐसा कुछ मिनट्स, विच इज क्लोज टू. इसमें बताओ किसके क्लोज है ये वैल्यू? द ऑप्शंस दैट वी वर गिवन. हाँ, विच 83 इनमें से किसके सबसे नजदीक है रिधिमा? 90 minutes, है ना. तो नियरली 90 minutes will be taken by the water to get heated up. लगभग 1.5 घंटे का समय will be required to heat up the water if the coil has a power of 8.4 watts. I'll repeat this question. Very good, Ridhima. Everybody have a look. Question was giving us the power of the coil, the specific heat capacity of water. ये वाला ना point ना सबको याद रखना है. I've given this in the bonus tip. That means you all will have to remember this pointer. ये कई बार exam में नहीं दिया रहता है. Please remember it. The specific heat capacity of water is 1 calorie per gram per degree Celsius. उसी तरह से we just went ahead with our calculation. Simple question था. Quickly write this down. Power is equal to heat by time. Time will be heat by power, and ultimately to our final answer which came as 83.33 minutes. हमको nearly answer पूछा गया था. You will find a lot of these kind of questions are asked in the JEE का paper. These kind of questions are asked in the NEET वाला papers where approximate answer is asked. Exact नहीं, approximate पूछता है, लगभग लगभग बताओ, राइट. तो यहाँ पर कई बच्चों का गलत करने का प्रोबेबिलिटी बढ़ जाता है बिकॉज बच्चा आखिरी मोमेंट तक फाइनल आंसर लाने में लगा रहता है. आंसर नहीं आता है, छोड़ देता है बच्चा, राइट. सो क्विकली टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. वील एंड दिस क्लास विद दिस क्वेश्चन. आने वाले सेशन में, राइट, इसी तरह के और क्वेश्चंस का डिस्कशन करते हैं. चलो, ऑल राइट. आई होप एवरीबडी इज डन. यस, टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट. जैसी हो जाएगा मुझे बताना, ठीक है. चलो एवरीबडी, मकेश, अलीजा, आंचल, आर्यन, रिधिमा, रोनित, स्वरदा, तनीषा, वासु, raise your hands once this page which is being displayed on the screen has been completed by everybody of you. Dear learners, go ahead. हाँ, चलो quickly let me know once you all are done. Done everybody. Come on, let me know. 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, next part. Let's move to the next part then. This one now. Share the screen again. Okay, here is this, dear learners, go ahead and complete your work. Nearly 83.33 minutes. I hope everybody has understood this. Do let me know if you haven't towards the end of the class. यहाँ पर अपन क्लास को आज अभी के लिए क्लोज करते हैं. We'll restart. Let's restart from 9:30 onwards. ठीक है, 9:30 पे, because we have exceeded some time. So 9:30 पे let's start. You all can wait and ask after 10:30 if there are any doubts. ठीक है, चलो everybody take a screenshot. Let's catch up in the next session at 9:30. Dear learners, go ahead, है ना? Dear learners, go ahead, take a screenshot या complete कर लो, and we'll catch up in the next session. Until then, goodbye, dear learners on Zoom. कोई doubt हो, you can ask. I am here for all of you. Yes. Okay, great, superb. Bye bye, everybody. Take care. Bye bye. All right, superb, excellent. Let's catch up in the next session at 9:30. ठीक है? Okay. हाँ, सो एवरीबडी देयर ऑन जूम, आई होप आपको ये सेशन पसंद आया. मन में कोई डाउट, कोई क्वेरी, कोई शंका होगी तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो. सो आई थिंक वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स हैज आस्क्ड दिस. आयुष ने पूछा है कि सर आपका मंथली फ़ी कैसा है. तो द मंथली फ़ी दैट दी स्टूडेंट्स आर पेइंग इज़ ₹3,000. और अगर आप एनुअली लेते हो, यानी कि 12 मंथ्स के लिए जूम का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले रहे हैं, तो उसमें 25% डिस्काउंट किया हुआ है. तो आप 27,000 पे कर सकते हैं 36 के बजाय, राइट. तो फीस अमाउंट्स टू 36,000 per year, but it has been discounted to 27. What are the features that you get when you are there for the Zoom session? आपके मन में जो queries, जो doubts आते हैं, आप वो मेरे साथ पूछ सकते हैं, right? I am there for your mentoring. मतलब आपको अपने study pattern में किसी तरह का कोई help चाहिए, कोई ऐसा pointer है जिस पे आप कोई discussion करना चाहते हैं, time table बनाना, etc. right? You can feel free to approach for the same too. उसके अलावा हर chapter के कुछ समय के बाद हमारे यहाँ टेस्ट सीरीज होती है. वी गो फॉर टेस्ट क्वेश्चंस, राइट. बच्चों को मैं कुछ समय में कुछ क्वेश्चंस देता रहता हूँ ऑन आवर व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, ताकि वो उनको सॉल्व करते हैं और रिविजन होता चला जाए. If you think that YouTube is one of the best mediums to attend these classes, please feel free. All the YouTube classes are free. Feel free to attend the classes. The timings will be the same. Monday, Wednesday and Friday are the days for students of class 12th, and Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday are the days for class 11th. We will have 2 slots. One will be from 7 to 8:30. Next one is from 9:30 to 10:30, or we can also go from 9:15 to 10:30. Whatever is the case, आपको update मिल जाएगा. If you want to stay updated about my class timings, feel free to be a part of the my Telegram channel where I generally put the updates, notes, etc. तो मेरे notes और Friday are the day, है ना, notes और जो भी content है आपको वहाँ पे available रहेगा, राइट. सो आई विल पुट द लिंक हियर. मैं यहाँ लिंक डाल देता हूँ ताकि आप लोगों को नोटिफिकेशन मिल सके जब भी क्लासेस होती है. यहाँ पे यू कैन कैच अप विद द टाइमिंग, ठीक है. और मन में कोई सवाल, कोई क्वेरी हो तो यू कैन पुट दैट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन ड्यूरिंग द क्लास. जनरली क्लास के एंड में मैं आप लोगों के कमेंट्स ले लेता हूँ, बिकॉज मेरा पूरा ध्यान ऐसा रहता है, जनरली अधिकतर ध्यान बच्चों की तरफ रहता है जो जूम में है, राइट. दिस इज अनदर एडवांटेज ऑफ बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ द जूम क्लासेस कि मैं एक एक बच्चे पर पर्सनल अटेंशन देकर उसकी ग्रोथ को फोकस कर पाता हूँ कि बच्चा कैसे ग्रो कर रहा है. कहीं पे देखो, अल्टीमेटली बच्चे की मेहनत ही उसको आगे लेकर जाती है. लेकिन होता क्या है, जब हमारे साथ कोई मेंटर, कोई टीचर है जो हमको सुधार सकते हैं, हमारी गलतियों पे हमको सिखा सकते हैं, तो आपको एक वो ऑफलाइन वाला फीलिंग आ जाता है जो कि आपको प्रदान करना है, प्रोवाइड करना है. इज वन ऑफ द सेंट्रल एम्स बिहाइंड दीज क्लासेस. आपने देखा है अभी कि मैं कैसे बच्चों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हुए इनको बढ़ता हूँ. एंड माई all the inspiration का guidance goes to my guru, my teacher, Professor Amarchand Byani. He has been one of the top notch professors during my time. उनसे मैंने पढ़ा, ठीक है, तो मेरा सारा क्रेडिट उनको जाता है. प्लस देर हैव बीन वन मोर पर्सन, प्रोफेसर राहुल, और इनसे मैंने मेंटरिंग लिया था व्हेन आई वाज इन आकाश. वो मेरे मेंटर थे, राइट. तो अभी करंटली आई एम वर्किंग विद अनअकैडमी ऑल्सो. तो क्लासेस का टाइम ये रहता है क्योंकि मेरी सुबह और दोपहर में अनअकैडमी पर रहती हैं क्लासेस. सो लेट्स कैच अप इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन फ्रॉम 9:30. तब तक मैं कमेंट्स ले लेता हूँ. सो ऋतिक इज हियर. हाय ऋतिक. मिस्टर 18i882 is here. Hello. Damini is here. Hi Damini. Yogesh is here. Hello Yogesh. Harsh is here. I think Harsh was talking about his marks. So Anirban is here. Contact number, you will find Anirban in the comment section in this. I'll just post it, put it here. आप लिख सकते हो अपने पास 7974355374. Plus you will find it in the description box of all my videos. Plus आपको मेरे सारे videos के thumbnails में मिल जाएगा. You all can refer to all my recorded lectures which are present in the प्लेलिस्ट सेक्शन में क्लास 11th और क्लास 12th के सारे रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस आर अवेलेबल फॉर एनीबडी हु वुड लाइक टू सी द रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स, ठीक है। और यहाँ पर नंबर आई हैव पेस्टेड, ठीक है। ऑल राइट देन, टेक केयर एवरीबॉडी, अपना ख्याल रखिए। लेट्स कैच अप एट 9:30. अंटिल देन, गुड बाय।